It happened on a Tuesday, a day like any other, until it wasn't. Around the world, a quiet, inexplicable phenomenon began. Children stopped aging, every single one, from newborns to teenagers on the cusp of adulthood, just stopped. It wasn't a sudden halt. It was more like time had gently unhooked them from its relentless forward march. At first, no one noticed. A few more days in a onesie. A birthday party postponed, but weeks turned into months, and the truth became undeniable. The 5-year-old remained 5. The 10-year-old was forever 10. Panic erupted, followed by a frantic global effort to understand. Scientists, doctors, spiritual leaders, everyone had a theory, but none had an answer. Genetic tests showed nothing. Environmental scans were clean. They were perfectly healthy, vibrant, and full of life, just frozen in their biological moment. The world held its breath, watching its future generation become a living photograph. They were called the stills, the ever young, but most people just called them the immortal children. But the strangest part wasn't the arrested development. It was what they said. When asked, in any language, by any person apparent, a reporter, a scientist, their answer was always the same, delivered with a serene, unnerving certainty. We're waiting. Waiting for what? The follow-up question hung in the air of every home, every news report. The children would just smile, a knowing, ancient look in their young eyes. We're waiting for them. Who was them? Years passed. The world changed around the children. Parents grew older, their hair graying as their kids remained untouched by time. The global economy shuttered, then reconfigured itself around this new reality. Industries sprung up, specialized clothing for permanent sizes, long-term educational programs, psychological support for families. The immortal children became a permanent fixture of society. A constant, beautiful, and heartbreaking reminder of a world that once was. Governments tried everything. They isolated groups of children, hoping to break the psychic link, if that's what it was. They introduced them to every prominent figure, every genius, every leader, thinking maybe one of them was the person they were waiting for. Nothing worked. The children simply played, learned, and waited. Then, after 27 years, something new happened. One morning, a 7-year-old girl in Kyoto looked up at the sky and said, "They're close." Within hours, the message rippled across the globe. From a toddler in Brazil to a teenager in Canada, the children all stopped what they were doing. A silent consensus. They turned their faces to the heavens, their expressions not of excitement, but of calm recognition. That's when the global satellite network went down. One by one, every screen went black. A planet-wide silence fell, broken only by the whispers of aging adults. In the sudden quiet, a new light appeared in the sky. It wasn't a star or a meteor. It was something else. Something was arriving. The children were right. They had been waiting, and now humanity, old and gray, waited with them, terrified to find out who they were waiting for. What happens next? Who are the mysterious visitors? The children have been waiting for all this time. We'll continue the story in our next video. If you're as curious as I am, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next chapter.